Alright, chat. You know the drill. Come up with a name for our person using the Golden Order Greatsword. An interesting one. One that I feel like people don't typically use all that often just because this is kind of far into the game. It's in Snowfield. You get it from like a Misbegotten in like a random ass cave that needs a stone sword key. I don't know if the weapon itself is good or bad. I haven't really used it, so we're about to see. Yellow system. I mean, it do be a holy weapon, so we have to go pretty yellow with our character. Go with like a palish, maybe slightly on the orange side. Okay, a little bit less disgusting. The ash is really slow is the main problem. I figured because like whenever the Leonine does it, he like, well, he gets like a little explosion around him. I don't know if you get that portion, but then he also has to swing around and like when you're rolling through that move, it's like a slower roll than you think because he's just doing a bunch of movement and only like a one slash actually comes out. Goldie Dawn. That's a cute one. Let's see. Let's go with the messy hair. And also golden. Perfect. Okay, how about we go with Goldilocks. Goldilocks minus the 3 bears. Simple. Let me open up the ER tool. Give me a second. Here it is. The explosion part doesn't do much compared to the projectile part. Okay, so you do still do the explosion part. Interesting. Spawn the items with our fancy new menu. Look at that. That's crazy. This is the newest update to ER tool. I like it very much. Also some extra buttons, I think, on here on this like screen that you see. That we're used to. Golden Order Greatsword. Shouldn't need anything else with that. What's nice is you could like, if you wanted to, you could do like batch spawning. So let's say I wanted to batch spawn 2 different things. And then you could just spawn it. And apparently you could build profiles and save builds, which is cool. I haven't really used that feature, so I don't know. Even more convenient. 16, 21, 28. Okay. Oh, wrong thing. Edit the stats. 16, 21, and then faith at 28. We'll see how this thing scales, unless somebody wants to look it up. If it gets more faith scaling or strength / dex scaling. Cool, got the maps. I think that should be it. ER tool is closed. Looks like it's faith scaling. Okay. It's like already starting off with faith, and then nothing into strength, maybe a bit of dex. I don't know if that dex goes up at all. We'll see. It looks very cool. Like, truth be told, this looks a little bit cooler than Elden Beast's sword. You know, because it's kind of got the ring around it. This could have been Elden Beast's / Radigan's, like, you know, the final boss weapon. And done what, like, Waves of Gold did. Like, they just could have switched out the models. And I don't think anyone would be too unhappy with it. Alright, here's the Ash of War. So if you just tap it, you just explode. If you tap it, and then I guess tap it twice. Yeah, tap it twice.
Thank you.
There you go. Anyway, Mad King, thank you for the resub, homie. Sheesh. Hope you're getting what is worth at the channel, and also welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. And the 10 stream streak, that's wild. He's streaking. Doing well, nice, nice, glad to hear. Yeah, so that's how the Ash of War works. You just have to press the Ash of War button multiple times. That could have probably been like an R2 follow-up, but oh well. How does... So we're doing mostly holy damage, but there is some physical. There is some physical involved. I'm guessing if we were to level the dex, we'd get a bit of physical in there, but I'll see how that really does. We're gonna melt Putrescent Knight, I can tell you that much. Do a bit of yumping, grab at the grace. Does anyone know of any slightly jank horror Christmas games? Potentially. I know there's got to be a few out there, and I think I've been suggested one before. But mayhaps tomorrow we just do, like, a stupid yet jank horror Christmas game for the funsies. Also, this is greatsword, right? It is. I'm guessing we're gonna have decent poise damage on this thing. I don't see why we wouldn't. Interestingly enough, it's kind of like translucent. Like when you look at it. Yeah, like I can see my character's head behind the sword. Like a projection. You're unaware of such a game, but you agree it must exist. Yeah, right? Like at this point, it's gotta exist. Just a jank horror Christmas game. Somebody's gotta be that scared of Santa. A dude just entering your house randomly and dropping shit off.
Have they served you? I can play turning to aid you. You need go to the foot.
Okay, just give me the haunts. Thank you, Melina. Merry Christmas to you. Let's go pick up some stones.
Oi! You there. Could you help us out, Cully? Oh, you were just thank you. I was put and I ended up. When they and so this is I hope. Or I couldn't then.
Alright, cool. Chat, did anybody catch? By the way, who was it participating? Aggie, Chris Domo, Mitch, and Josh doing that egg game yesterday. I saw a bit of the beginning, and then because we ended early yesterday, I watched, like, I guess the ending of it after stream. I just had it on the background. That seemed like one hell of a game. Went to sleep at 6 p.m. yesterday, so you missed it. Yeah, I mean, you probably could have gotten a full night's rest and woken up and they were still playing it, to be fair. I think a lot of people had that happen to them. Watched a tiny bit, it looked frustrating. Yeah. Whenever we had finished our stream, and then I went over there to check how they were doing, everyone just seemed completely out of it for good reason. The egging on game? Yeah, where you're just the egg doing parkour. Like egg rage bait game. I did see, and I guess spoilers, I did see that technically Aggie won at least enough for them to stop the torture. And the only one who really, like, I think got to the end was Chris. I don't know if he actually got there. I stopped watching at some point. Something tells me he was determined enough to get there. Whee! Let me grab this stone sword key. It comes in handy. If the Astrophore on this can do some good damage, because we are going to be leveling Faith. If it can do some good damage, mayhaps we get the Alexander thingy. Game looked really cool. You like the concept? Yeah, I like the concept of it too. I don't think I've ever really played a rage game like that. But that one looked pretty cool. And it seemed like you could be strategic with how you were jumping, etc. Yeah, exactly, Jim. Different parts of the egg. Different heights and stuff. Fuck, thank you. There you go. It's a Christmas miracle. The clock's working. Wow. I wonder if you could use this sword as like a nightlight. It's relatively bright. Chad, has anyone here ever used the nightlight before? We played Getting Over It. That's the, like, OG big viral, you're in a pot and you have a hammer game, right? Getting Over It. The man in the pot. Yeah. I did play that for a bit. But I never really, like, sat there and tried to finish it, I guess. Instead, it was more fun, like, at the time that that game would have been out. It was more fun to just watch people play it. For me, personally. Ooh, you know what, though? I wonder if there's, like, a stupid enough Christmas-themed rage game that we could do. Maybe we could do that tomorrow. Just me going through it. Play it on stream the first time that you'd hear me raise my voice. Do you really expect me to, like, get that angry at it? I think at most, it would just be a series of, like, falling and me going like, no. Welp, here we go again. The game is rough. Yeah, I have seen. There's some, like, real crazy sections of that. And also really bad drops. You have much more tolerance when you're watching than playing. Yeah, that's fair. There was like a section yesterday of that egg game when I was watching the boys do it. Aggie was so close to finishing the game for them, and then he just dropped back down a little bit before, and he could not make the jump to save his life to get back to where he currently, like, previously was. And man, I just felt for him. Actually, can I just... I can't. Wait, what? We didn't even get the maps thing, but, like, I got all the maps. I don't know what I just did, but that... Yeah, no maps. I mean, I guess we're not trapped, but I don't know what happened. Oh, random people just yelling in the background. Don't do it again. I was like gonna do a quit out and then messed up the quit out, and somehow that worked. Maybe we need to science this for future runs. Who knows? Okay, that rat is like in there. Get away from the door. There we go. Ow. They nipped my ankles. How dare they? Your guess is that in between pop-ups you exited out of the map, which skipped it? Maybe. Rats and nom, indeed. Grab a little money. Don't hear any back shots. Okay, no back shots for us. Not on Christmas Eve Eve. Okay, this thing probably doesn't swing all that fast for the consecutive attacks. And it's not like the Ash of War does that either, so probably no O'Neill. On this one, at least. No back shots for Christmas. Not on the eve of the eve. You never know. It may just be a Christmas miracle. Get me up the branch. Okay, there we go. I'm pleasantly surprised that skip has not really been an issue lately, thank God. Literally all I had to change was just moving a little bit to the left on the branch. Hi, Millicent. She's gonna have a good Christmas. Bye, Millicent. By the way, chat, the Mesmer-related emote, in which Floopy redeemed, has been added. You can now use Mesmergasm. It is part of the emotes. Okay, I don't actually need the rest of these. Yeah, there he is. Look, when Desi, hope you're having a good day. Hope it's going well. It is a follower emote, yes. Those hand-drawn commissions that people win, I think. Well, thanks to yesterday and everyone voting for emotes, we've cleared out some more slots. So, I think those will just remain as follower emote slots for the most part. That way everyone can use them, and then they'll get swapped out over time. That was kind of the original intent of them. They're not meant to be like permanent emotes. I am doing well, thanks for asking. Come on. Okay. Did he? He did. If not permanent emotes, why permanent emotes worthy? It could be. It could be. If my emotes were less, I guess, branded in a way, that could easily be like a permanent emote. But I think it's better if we just keep them pretty concise. It's funny how in Night Rain this greatsword works as law of regression, clears all buffs, debuffs from the enemies and allies. Does it still do like the wave thingy? The wave projectile thingy? Or not? What if when you cycle out the hand-drawn emotes, you make them 7 TV emotes? We could do that, sure. I keep forgetting that's a extra option, but yeah, we could do 7 TV versions. Ash is the same. The charge R2 removes buffs and debuffs. Oh, I see. I see. Fully charged R2. That's one cool thing about Night Rain, I will admit. And them adding extra effects to charge R2 or charge R2s. It makes me wonder if they would add that in their next, like, big game, you know? As a permanent thing where, like, things get fun charged R2s versus just a big slash. Even if they're mostly passive effects, it would still be cool. Just like, yeah, this thing's got this and this extra ability. Alright, let's go beat up Mr. Margit with some holy damage, because that's always fun. They have that with Ruin's Greatsword. Yeah, but not as much weapons as they do in Night Rain. Now, like, they really explored that possibility in Night Rain. At least further, you know? At least further. It would also kind of help the somber weapons, I think. Just feel a little extra special. Not that they don't. Some of them are really cool already. Okay, the one-handed R1s on this are pretty fast. Okay, you should want to do the fast swiping. And then you should get the hammer here. Like all the legendary weapons getting something special. Yeah. Like that concept is really nice. Welcome in, Mino. Hope you're having a good day. Hope it's going well. Good Yule to you. This is wilder gameplay at home. A parry shield and a greatsword. You dead. You are. Perfect. Mr. Margarine is lit edge. We love to see it. Cower in fear of the night, chat. It's so dark.
It's titled The Guardian Breach. But of course.
Alright, cool. Shoutouts to The Gauge. Nice, let's do the rest of Limgrave. I don't really need the strength tier. That's not going to do much for me. Alexander, we're just going to keep alive. Golden Vow, the actual incants, we can grab that later. So I don't think I need the Ash of War. Could even grab like Howl. The nice thing about the Faith weapons is we just get access to those buffs. Real easy, like. It got you cowering in fear so much your timbers are literally shivered. Oh my gosh, I don't know why, but that just reminded me I need to share a meme with you all in the Discord. Maybe I'll remember at the end of stream. It's on my phone, otherwise I would have shared it already. I'm not saying anything about it, but it's just perfect. It's just perfect.
Can you hear me? Help me. I'm stuck.
Bye, Alex. We'll talk to you later, buddy. Goodbye. Blue Dancer may not be the best thing to pick up here, but anything to help some physical damage, why not? This thing to be somber. We will want to go fight the noble relatively early. Oh, in order whenever we fight Nereus, we can see if they dodge, if NPCs dodge projectile. I'm guessing they do. And the explosion, like getting the explosion off takes a little bit of time, so it may not be the best, like, you know, thing to use against NPCs, but it's still worth testing. Okay, try not to die on my way down. There we go. Excuse me, doggo. Welcome at night. Hope you're having a good day. Hope it's going well. They might dodge the input, but be too early to dodge projectile. Yeah, exactly. Like, that could also happen. Instead of just the projectile part. Which would be nice. Welcome and say, hope you're having a good day. Hope it's going well. Say the emote has been added, by the way. The Mesmer related one. I'm just letting you know. Macromop. Thank you. Finishing Liza P. Nice. Are you enjoying it a little bit more now, Knight? Good, this guy's dead. I finished up that emote, and I also did another emote for you guys, but I didn't add it to the channel yet. I'm thinking it's looking a little too small, so I may have to do a weird zoom in thing for it. By the way, the day of the Cypherpada RL1, you found out that the Sacred Order doesn't count as a body buff, but as a weapon buff, which means that you could do Golden Vow, Shibiri plus Order. Right, because Golden Vow is Aura, one of them is body, and then the other one would be weapon. Or no. Yeah, weapon buff. Shibiri's body, yeah. Vow is the aura buff. I feel like somebody had made like a chart for that at one point for the different buffs. Don't know if that's in circulation at all, but I feel like I remember seeing a chart. The art and the maps are great. You still don't like the combat that much. Okay, fair, fair. Yossi's kicking your ass though. Jesus Christ, it's hard. They upped the difficulty for sure. And by up the difficulty, I mean they really put some mean doggos like kind of towards the beginning of the game. As well as the bosses too. The bosses are like a better challenge. That increases damage by 20%, 25%. As far as I remember, like 25 or 30, something around there. It's a decent like buff. And you get like 90 or 80 seconds on it, which is pretty good. I don't know if you get less buff. I know you get less time from the Ash of War, but I don't know if you get less buffing from the Ash of War. Versus the in-camp. Bosses on the DLC feel a lot better written than the base game. Written as in, like, story-wise or actual, like, fight-wise? $25 in-camp, 15 Ash of War. That sounds right. I can never remember the numbers, but that sounds right. And it's like Ash of War is 45 seconds compared to the 90 or 80. A minute at best. Both they have better movesets. Okay, interesting. What boss are you on currently then? Because it sounds like you've done at least like one or two of them. I'm gonna grab this. Let's grab the Dex tier, and we'll maybe think about having that in our physic. Still trying to reach Leia. Fair. Anguished Guardian of the Ruins. Oh, the big boy. Right? Huge boy? Best Liza P boss is the door guy, door guardian. Literally his name. Yeah, the big boy. I don't know if I call him rough so much as... He's just a big boss, so you have to expect slightly bad hitboxes. And not even in a, like... Like, I still feel like they did a better job with the big boss that FromSoft did with some of their big bosses. Hitboxes wise. Favorite fight so far is Markiona. Yeah, she was a nice fight. I sadly... Because I had played through that DLC just once, but I sadly had like a bad setting for my mouse where it kept switching the aggro really fast with like the slightest flick of my wrist. Like even something this small would just flick between the puppet and the lady constantly. So that made it unfun. That was just a setting on my part though, that I later found after the fight. Specifically a keyboard and mouse setting. I still thought the fight was cool though. They had good like ins and out. It wasn't a bad like they're both really attacking you constantly duo fight. Haven't played the DLC yet, hoping to get it someday. It's worth it. If you like the game itself, like the base game, and you just wanted more of it, maybe like slightly more of a challenge, it's very worth. Surprised Liza P gives you most of the best weapons on the first few chapters. Actually, overall, I mean, okay, yeah, you're not wrong saying like some of the best weapons are early, but overall, they did a good thing, in my opinion, where you don't really get like shitty weapons that are just flashy. Most of the weapons are just pretty good. Like they're all solid. You could even have like a fun weapon that's not shit. And there's still weapon variety. It's not like they just have 3 different weapons, like how Kazan did it. Multiple weapons, ways to combine your weapons, and they're still good. Some better than others. It is funny though, after they had their crossover and they did, they gave everyone the Wo Long weapon, that the Wo Long weapon is just the speedrun weapon, because it is actually that good. Good, Fable art with it. And the variety you can make with the buffs, etc. Yeah. It's a nice weapon system. Creative, you know, very creative. I think you're almost done. You have the last chapter left in the base game and think 2 more bosses in the DLC and then you're done. Okay, nice. Good luck with it then. I would say save the last DLC boss if you can. If you want your bosses to really, like, ramp up properly, you know? Okay, that was maybe overkill on Mr. Fork over here. Poor Mr. Fork. You didn't really like the pinwheel blade. When the buff is active, it takes too long when you land a hit. The pinwheel blade, is that the one that you get from the circus area? Pretty sure I ended up using that weapon quite a bit. Because I was motivity. In fact, yeah, that would have been my main weapon other than the one that we brought in from the base game. Which was the made-up weapon. Okay, I only really need the Somber 4 from down here, but like, buckwheat ball. We'll grab it. You played the entire game bonking, parrying so wrong, just so when you got to Nameless, the game said, now just use all of what you've learned. You can play that game without, like, doing parries. Yeah, like, they give you even the Aegis arm. Good way to kind of, like, circumvent it, if you don't want to do it with your weapon. But I think if you take to their deflect system, like, we'll use the word deflect because it's more like that. If you take to their deflect system really well, then you may enjoy the game better. Anyways, that Yeepers, welcome in Yeepers. Hope you're having a good day. Yeeping it up, as they say. You have really bad reflexes, you're getting skill issued so hard. Fair. Even if you latch onto it, it's still, like, you still have to run into boss fights. Like, let's say you're doing the whole deflect thing. You still have to run into boss fights and really get down the timings specifically for each boss. Or in other words, there's like a bit of a learning curve with every boss. Okay, all we need is a Somber 3. I guess I'll just grab it, fuck it. Why not? The game actually wants me to get good? Some bosses do be millennia level of BS. They really don't want you to heal or breathe. Like who? I'm not doubting you, but I'm just at a loss for who. There's some enemies like that. Like some of the zombie enemies who just like keep going at it. And those are regular mobs. The Puppet King. Oh, Romeo. Romeo and the Puppet King. Those two? Yeah, I could see that. He does basically have like a fire waterfowl in his moveset. Okay, let's level the weapon.
I presume I am an old soul here, perhaps.
I'm an also here, perhaps. Demands. Okay, good. Let me sit down here and call upon Melina. There she is. Hello, Melina.
To see when it seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering. Very let my hand.
Isn't there something with that flame waterfowl where you just walk to the side with him and he misses? Yeah, you can just kind of go either like left or right and just keep sprinting that way or walking that way. And he just kind of like doesn't target. Like he doesn't turn around fast enough. You just go slightly over to the left or right. Oh, wait, no. Already upgraded. Let's upgrade our character maybe if we can. We can. I'll check the weapon. C scaling in faith. D index still. Sure. I get A level. Let's maybe try pushing this to 30 and then we can do a little bit of endurance and C for the dexterity. Seems like a plan of action. Like kids playing an RPG, dodging undodgeable attacks. Yeah, essentially. I never picked up the flask because I never actually ran this way. Of course. Ooh, but you know, Holy Scorpion Charm do be over there. I mean, you do have this leveled a bit. Let's maybe go fight this NPC. Why not? Holy Scorpion can't be too bad.
You might.
You here as a I'm afraid of.
Thank you, kind sir. If we're talking about the lore, that game's just two kids playing. Okay, you know what? Let me grab this. We'll come back to here. I don't think I want the green turtle, but I do think I want to grab the Holy Scorp. Hello, Mr. Boatman. Don't leave. Ooh, chat, you know, technically... Okay, technically, hear me out. This is not a promise, but technically. If I get my controller tomorrow in the mail, we could do a controller run tomorrow. Just saying, just putting that out there. Putting it out in the universe, manifesting it. It could happen. Alright, me when I don't have a flask. 50 whole year streak, that's crazy, Eepers. Did you get one with paddles? Yeah, there's like buttons on the back. And Hall effects. Ooh, that first one did hit her. Okay, she jumped that. I don't know if that was like part of it. Her dodging or what. Okay, she's nice and dead. Good for me. Good to know we do get that extra hitbox. Like that first swing around that you get before you actually launch a projectile. Nice extra hit. Sadly, the Asher Ward just takes like a year to actually like fully go off. Welcome in, Grizzly. Hope you're having a good day. Hope it's going well. Hope you're doing well. Genuine question, the difficulty settings in Liza P, does it actually do something or is it just a, yeah, man, it's easier trust? I believe you take less damage. Like, actually. And quite a lot of damage, too. We had looked this up at some point. I think it's like half the damage or a quarter of the damage taken off. Take less damage and deal more. Yeah. So they're proper difficulty settings. Especially for those who just want, like, the story and, like, a bit of Souls gameplay. Which I think is very fair. Drop the difficulty to get to the DLC with a fresh character. Right, that makes sense. Made a big difference, was too easy. Oh yeah, right. I guess you could just, like, go with a lower difficulty, like what you're saying, and then bump up the difficulty when you get to the DLC. Kind of a nice way to set up a character, actually. Good old Blythe and his howling. Envy the people who play Liza P on Max. You must be a parry monster to do that. Like I was saying earlier, if you get past that, like, learning curve of all the bosses, and you're doing, like, the deflects, you do feel pretty in control of what's happening. Ooh, you know what? Okay. Before I head to Volcano Manor, let's take care of Nereus. Parrying makes it easier, but you can still play it like a Souls game. Yeah, exactly. I just feel as though you're rewarded more for doing parries. Oh, okay, me when I dismount on the tree. Would he get me from here? Oh, we fell. He probably would get me from there. Me when I put nothing in the physic. Okay, he did jump the projectile. Ow. He knows indeed. So they don't dodge. They dodge two parts of that. They dodge the explosion. He dodged that from like a mile away. So he's dodging the activation. And he also dodged the projectile. Let me see if I could try it from further away with the projectile, if I can do it fast enough. Like, he also did a jump. I don't know if the jump was, like, quite it. That in-between swing, though, like that middle swing, they're not dodging that. Yeah, okay, they are rolling it. They are, in fact, rolling it. Alright, cool. He's nice and dead. Let's go talk to Mr. Yura. Hello, Yura.
I'm your tarnish. You stay the just remember me, you're stay clear. And it's just so stay clear. Be on your arms, we will.
Cool. Already pick up the key. We can go in here. Into the gate. Who the hell remembers their first playthrough of Minecraft? Honestly. I think at best I can remember bits and pieces of my first playthrough of Minecraft. And that would have been with like my homies. Which I spent most of my time just like digging underground. Because that seemed fun. First playthrough of Minecraft is creative. Oh, it was your first one creative? I didn't even know that creative mode existed. Literally, it was just like we were hanging out at one of my friends' house. He had Minecraft and we are like, yeah, sure, let's play. And they just told me, sure, you dig here. Well, I guess the explosion hits them. Ooh, he raptors me. How dare you, sir? You played on your iPad for the first time? It was before Survival got released? Really? What version of Minecraft would that have been? I'm pretty sure the oldest. That was the early beta. Interesting. Or alpha. Okay, okay. The earliest version I would have played was just Xbox 360 version. Like when Xbox 360 was still the console to have. And then just wouldn't have played it for a bunch. Played Xbox 360 a little bit more. And then finally 1.16. So I don't know much of the early Minecraft. Okay, that hit him because he was throwing something in the meantime. Okay, he was too close, so he didn't want to dodge. There you go, Yura. I got you, buddy. Okay, well, at least when in doubt, we've got just a good weapon to hit NPCs with. It's like heavy enough. Cool, we should have raptors. Nice. And I don't quite have enough for a level right now. So I don't mind losing the money. Let's head to Volcano Manor. There was a pre-alpha that was browser only, really. Only thing that you think you did was dig holes and lure zombies. Yeah, who like really spends their first Minecraft experience doing anything constructive? It's somehow just so much fun to like dig random shit and then just place random shit. That's like all you want out of the game. First thing you gotta do is dig straight down and realize you ran out of pickaxes. Most of your hours in Minecraft was playing Bed Wars / Sky Wars and those faction type servers. I've never done either of those. I've watched videos of people doing Bed Wars. Seems fun. Don't know if I'd really care to play it myself though. Okay, grab at the Grace. Let's head to Volcano. Even if we lose this money, I've got plenty to do some more leveling. You were a god at Sky Wars / Bed Wars, but now you're old and you can't parry shit. Does your back ache too? Do you have like weak knees? All the other symptoms. Never was a big fan of Bed Wars, but you love playing Sky Wars and Build Battle. Yeah, none of those I've ever done. Also, eat me. What do you mean? Oh, I thought he was running up to me to eat me. What do you mean? What do you mean? Me when I died to the thing I wanted to kill me in the first place, but not in the correct way. 23-year-old fingers can't keep up with the youngins. That's so sad. Never even heard of them, and you probably have 800 plus hours in Skyblock technical mod packs. Minecraft's so expansive. Like, there's so much you could do in it, and so much people have done with it. Like, there's whole RPG servers where the game feels relatively different. With, like, economies and banks and all that stuff. Where you wouldn't even realize that you're playing, like, actual Minecraft. What do you mean you missed? You had a job. Oh my lord. Literally just eat me. Just do the grabby. Alright, come on. Okay. Just grab me. There you go. You really wanted to try the mod Crazy Craft, but it died whenever you got a PC? Which one is that? Crazy Craft? I don't know if I've heard of that. Don't know if it's like older or if it just kind of like died suddenly. Alright, need to jump over here. I'm gonna grab this Grace because I will want to upgrade the weapon just a little bit and then come back. It's like RPG with lots of different weapons and bosses. Oh, that's fun. I do really hope that they could just work on the combat system, like the general combat system of Minecraft one day. Which I know there was like a combat update some years ago, but like a proper combat update. I don't really have solutions for what they could do, but it would be kind of neat. Wait just a bit. Okay. Pass right by the wiggle butt. Mods do tend to die as creators get canceled on Twitter. Or you have the cases where people like make genuinely good mods that people come to love, but then they're just like, sorry guys, can't really do the upkeep anymore. But I'm passing the project on. Maybe somebody else will upkeep it one day. Get away from me, bat. And then the guy who should be keeping up the project gets exposed on Twitter. Sorry, X. Thinking you'll do a Convergence mod run for Elden Ring after Lies of P. Sounds like it'd be fun. Please keep calling it Twitter. What, you don't want me to call it X? X with the Zeets or whatever the hell they're calling it. Let's go level this thing up and then fight the noble. Margaret's already dead, so don't really have to worry about anything else, I think, at the moment. Need a bit of cash. Should be good enough.
Well, then I presume.
Yeah, that was plenty. And honestly, I don't mind losing like the 3k. That should be fine. Alright, it's noble time, chat. We want to get our Somber 7. Do I have smithings or stone sword keys? I do. Oh, wait, hold on. Never put anything into the physic. We want faith, and I guess for this fight we can put dex. Is our scaling changed at all? B and faith still a D in dex. We'll see when we +9 this if that changes. B and faith is good though. I swear you could see us from there. I mean, it's just a little bit blind. Hello, excuse me, pardon me. Thank you. How's this damage looking? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'll take that. You almost have enough points for a weapon challenge run redeem. Nice. Do you have an idea what weapon you want to do? There we go. Alright, one missed parry. But not too bad. That was decent damage. I expected that to be a little bit worse. Emote redeem? Okay, give me 1 second. This sword's so good in Night Rain. Yeah, I've been hearing about it. You get a nice, like, charger too. Here you go. Emote redeemed. Freak. I kind of just wish the Ash of War on this was a little bit faster. You wouldn't think that removing buffs from yourself would be that good. I mean, as long as you're doing something to the enemy as well. Wait, but if you use it in Night Rain, do you also remove buffs from, like, your teammates? Is it like a AoE debuffing thing, or is it just to you and the enemy? How does that work? Yes? Okay, okay, so everyone gets debuffed. Interesting. Is it, like, really good on night bosses? Run's pretty close on the AR weapon class. Yeah, your run is also a longer run, so we'll get to that one eventually. Longer runs get lower priority for getting done right away. All buffs for your team and bosses are gone. All debuffs are removed from everyone. Okay, okay. So you're just getting rid of everything. But that also means if you proc frost on a boss, that the frost is gone. Oh, interesting. Would it, like, reset how much their resistance has gone up to? Or would they still be, like, you know, high resistance because you've procced them once? I'm guessing that would stay the same. If it reset that, that'd be incredible. Because then you could get, like, I don't know, high frost weapon damage and just keep unsetting and resetting. Excuse me, creepy little men. I just want a stone. Can eat. That should be a +9 for us. Let's see where the scaling on this thing goes. If it stays at a D index, that's fine. And even a B in faith. Pretty good as well. But I could hope for it to get a little bit more dex scaling. Maybe we get some more physical damage. Okay, everything stayed the same. Fair enough. You got some extra cash on me. 30. Dex gives like 1 point. This is giving a few. And I'm like 100 off from another level. So sure, I'll toss those into endurance. Kenny, let's go fight Mr. Redaniel, chap. His time has come. Wee all the way down. Don't hit the pillar, please. Okay, good. I think we did hit the pillar, but we still got the stake, so fair enough. If he can give us that long combo, we can try the Ash of War on him. Otherwise, I don't really know when is a good time to use it. Hello, Mr. Redaniel. It's me again. Do the long combo. Maybe if I just keep running away. Nope. No, don't leave. Oh. Alright, I guess if he does the meteors here right away, we can do the Ash of War. JK. Stacker first. Alright, surely he's gonna do him now. Yep. Not bad. Yeah, not too bad at all. He's nice and dead. It wasn't like huge damage, but at least the explosion does some damage too. Ooh, you know, we kind of messed up the Alexander quest line because we came here a little too early, but oh well. No Alexander charm for us, chat. Rip. Okay, let's do maybe 20 on the endurance should be good enough, and then we can go back to leveling faith. Go take care of Mr. Godric in the meantime. Okay, good. let's see, for Godric, if we can get him to the phase 2 and just run up to him, maybe we can get that whole Ash of War off as well and just see like the full damage. For Dawn, I missed the middle swing. I was a little bit too far away, I think. Oh, Charmaine's mad. Excuse me, pardon me. Alright, cool. Godric time, peeps. I'll eventually want to go grab that physic tier for the holy damage, because that's mostly what we're doing here. Hit him with some of these. Ah. Got the stacker, perfect. And he's a lit edge. Poor Godric. Poor Godric. Whatever you say, buddy. Whatever you say. I believe you. Surely. Cool. That's both of them out of the way. Let me grab a talisman pouch from Meemaw. It's Meemaw.
Fine. You have now to become the thing.
Stories of your youth.
Become.
Thank you, Meemaw. What is good here? I guess maybe this. Cool, endurance at 20. That's pretty comfy. And then let's just keep bumping this. Why not? We have to go fight the Virgin Duo. That's our ticket to Altus, chat. Okay, the Ash of War on this thing is like the range on it isn't that far, but the Serena's not that big. So it should work here, in theory. Holy, just in time to roll. Also, a lot of damage. Nice, that one's just dead. I don't know where the other one is. Oh, there it is. I could not see shit. Yeah, you need to get out of there, buddy. Nice, not too bad. Are those things weak to holy damage at all? Or did the Ash War just do that much damage to them? That was a solid chunk of their HP. And for the GGs, appreciate it. Uh-oh, not the Tibia Mariner. Run. Do I have enough to level? Ooh, just a little bit short. Okay, that's fine. That seems fine. Hello, Gillica. We're just gonna press the Ash of War button now, okay? Thanks. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, let's swap that out for that. Now we could go grab Golden Vow, where basically they're 20 to holy damage. Okay, that makes sense then. That makes more sense. They're not like strong to it. What was I saying? Yeah, we've got enough faith to use Golden Vow, so may have to go grab that. Could grab Sacred Order too, actually, since that also apparently works. What else? And then Howl, we can grab Howl maybe a little bit later. We don't have to grab that right now. Let's go for Golden Vow, though. Let's get that out of the way. Welcome in, CJ. Hope you're having a good day. Hope it's going well. Low genuinely establishing order. Exactly. Very low genuinely-ish. Wee. We could go from here to like where DTS is, but I still want to go the normal way. Just because there's a bunch of seed upgrades. Shouldn't really need that. Okay, get rid of the doggos. I think there's only two. There might be another one. One doggo over there. Alright, now where does this NPC spawn? Where are you at? Nice. Taken care of. Let me go back. Thank you for the GGs. Appreciate it. I'm glad that dog just attacked us before we got dismounted. Kill it off a little bit early. Let me buy the seal from here. We don't really need like a crazy seal for this to work. Where? Here it is. Keep a dagger on board too. In case we want to do anything too extra. Okay, level. Put this on. And keep this around. Excellent. Now we got Golden Vow. Not gonna lie, that took a little bit less time than I was thinking it would take. We probably should be grabbing that more often. Lesson learned. Chad, I'll have to like send you a screenshot of this because it sounds very made up. But the other day, I realized that there was a ask button on a YouTube video, like one of my own videos on the VODs channel. So I clicked it and it's like AI analyzing the video and you can ask questions from the video, which I found kind of creepy. Like they even have prompts for what you can ask if you're not sure what to ask. And one of the like things that it talked about was the freaking super omelet that I made and posted in the Discord like quite a bit. I think you've seen videos with that before, yeah. Not today's video, I don't think. I think it was like yesterday's video. It like picked up that whole conversation about me talking about the super omelet. And then it was like, I like tried asking, well, what's in the super omelet? And it's like, well, in the super omelet is shredded potato, like the streamer says at, or like the player says at whatever timestamp. It felt so intrusive. Oh, and then it was also so stupid too. Because one of the prompted questions was like, why prioritize Big Bonk? And I clicked on that one and it's like, well, the streamer really likes Big Bonk, according to this section of the video. Wow, it's famous now. Yeah, totally famous. It sounds so made up, but it's legitimately something I saw. I wish I'd taken screenshots of the moment and just sent them over. Cause like, what the fuck? Oh no, it's Morgott Part 2. Whatever will we do? I didn't even realize that was like a button that was there. The ask button. But it just happens to be there because like who's really looking at those buttons most of the time? The AC just went out at your house a little while ago. Oh no, CJ. How, like, what's the weather like? Regardless, it's still, like, without airflow, I know it can feel pretty stuffy in an area. Or you're just, like, frosting yourself if it's too cold. Lucky been kind of warm. Like, almost 80. Today was kind of like that for me. Close to 80-ish. It really doesn't feel like Christmas, you know? That, like, cold vibe. Or winter, at least. Oh, he was too far away. Oh. The channel's lore is part of the hive mind. Strange to think of. Yeah. Very, very strange to think of. It was so funny reading about the super omelet, though. AI was just like, well, that's not really a term for anything real, but the player really termed it like this. Referring to. And then it went on and on about whatever I said. Yeah, that seemed a little far, but you know what? That worked. The player, yeah. I kept getting referenced as the player. Part of why the player really likes the whatever weapon it was. I think it was the Sunflower Colossal. Part of the reason why the player likes this weapon is because it feels very organic. I'm pretty sure I said the organic thing like once. Cold for a couple of weeks for you, but now it's back to warm and you're not complaining. See, I want it to be cold though. Even though I'm like in a much warmer area, I'd rather it be cold. That just feels so Christmassy. And then it could like warm up for New Year's. That's fine. I don't need New Year's to be cold. But Christmas. That is a little creepy. It just feels, I don't know, a little intrusive. Actually, no, now that I'm saying all this, whenever this VOD comes out, will it then, like, prompt you to ask questions about itself in the ask feature? Oh god, we're getting into Inception. Alright, here we go, chat. We get 3 tries at this. Oh, almost. Almost on the first one. So close. Let us poison the AI. Alright, alright. That one didn't feel good, no. Oh, okay, not fast enough on the port back. Had any good Chris Mussy? Mina, are you okay? Are you just trying to give AI the term Chris Mussy? Okay, that was a weird one. I like landed on the side of the thingy. We'll give it one more. We want a good third one. We want it to at least feel close. One more, one more. So far, the first one was the closest. We got it. Let's go. Okay, Okay, now if we can only have that happening consistently within like the first 2 tries at least, I'd feel a little bit better. But at least we're getting it. I'm not exactly sure who we need to fight to get into Deeproot this time around. I'm trying to think. Dueling shields or thrusting shields would have been Sewer Moog, so this one's probably Guards. Do you dislike the walk-off turnaround one? No, I don't dislike it. I just find that one where you're yeeting off the side. If you could land it your first try, it's a little bit cooler for 1. And 2, it is a little bit faster. So, like, if we could get real good at that one, it would be cool and fast. You know? The dream. It's very swag. The other one where you go onto the ledge and then turn around and, I guess, backstep. That one's pretty secure. So there's always that one. Yeah, these next couple of bosses, I imagine the damage won't look great because we're just dealing mainly holy. Especially on Goldfree here, but I don't think it'll be too bad. We've also got good poise going. You're like NPC where the explanations, like, just because it's faster. Yeah. It's also nice to experiment with. He attacked us eventually. You know, that's not too bad. Alright. I was ready for that to do a lot less damage. We do still mostly have holy damage, but I guess we've got like a good ratio of base, like, physical damage. For holy, that kind of shredded? Yeah. Let's see how Mr. Moore got. And I guess a better test will be like Malekith and stuff when we do those later on. Since they're actually like 80% resistant. Excuse me, pardon me. Let's see, to be a little bit fair as well, we do have some levels. We've got 35 in faith. Now we're at 40. So it's not like we have bad levels either. And we're getting good levels to damage, like, ratios with the B scaling. Not the worst setup. The CEO of CI Games, developer of Lords of the Fallen, has stated that Lords of the Fallen 2 won't be politically correct. Some of the political correctness and filtering was happening in the development, but he took over as head of the studio to be more hands-on and corrected it. Oh. How wonderful for him. Looking at the weapon, you'd think that it doesn't do physical damage. I'd expect most weapons to do physical, except for Cypher Potter and Coated Sword. Those are pretty much just like holy beams on a weapon. Oh, I was like one charge or two away from that stagger. I really wanted it. Twitter is praising it, saying weird stuff. That's horrendous. What does this mean in smaller words? Basically, the CEO of Lords of the Fallen, and I believe either that same person or like a director or producer or something had come out recently. We were talking about this the other day, where they don't really like the quote-unquote wokeness of games having type A, type B body types. So instead they put male, female, and they're like really taking a stance about it. Like they really feel like they're doing something by taking a stance against it. Shit stagger. Nice. They also chose to make it an Epic Games exclusive. Ew. Shit phase 2. Nice. That did some damage to him. Welcome in, Carner. Hope you're having a good day. Hope it's going well. The game will be bad anyways. Yeah, exactly. It's not like they really had a great game going in the first place. Let's be clear, majority of PC players who want a specific game will buy it on Epic if it's exclusive there. Will they though?
Allow me, you are
Hello
unprevented.
to Melina.
The only way and become my purpose, so I'd like to the flame and guide.
Cool, thanks Melina. Basically just gives them some sort of free pass to say whatever they want about anybody they want in the game. Do not give game developers free passes. Yeah, just because they're developing games. I believe it was also them who were talking about needing their female characters in games to be attractive and stuff like that. That may have been them, may have been somebody else. Okay, we're not making it this time. Oh wait, we made it. Let's go. First try. It was them? Okay, yeah. So yeah, there you go. For those not in the know. That's like where they stand as a company. Not even the dev saying this stuff, is the CEO, most hated position in the game sphere. Yeah. Because a minority of their player base approves. Exactly. And as we kind of talked about too, it's like one thing to just have it in your game and you don't say anything about it. Like maybe you just lack the awareness or something. So like some credit could be given or room could be given for interpretation. But like you're putting it in your game and then making a whole stance about it. Like that's your personality. Like, okay, bud, chill out. No one was really harping on you in the first place. Oh, true, Jim. Chat, do we have any knowers? Any knowers as to what portion of the run we're currently on? That's currently happening? It do be happening. Folded under zero pressure to say these things. Exactly. We got some hours? Okay, hold on. Let me just get past this horse man over here. I think at most they just got interview questions about it, but I don't know. Going like full-on warrior for a stance thing just for an interview question seems a little weird. There you go, champ. The gambit has started. Go, go, go. Bet your points. Will we get the staff of the guilty? We will kill a staff of the guilty lady 3 times. And it do have a 2% drop chance. So yes or no? What do you think? Are we getting the staff today? It could be a Christmas miracle. Because obviously stats are affected by Christmas miracles. As we've learned from movies. I think it's nice that they took the stance now. Half the soul streamers will hear and take their own stance. True, true. It's better than being like told afterwards. Or right before the game releases when you maybe plan to, as a streamer, play the game. It's the part where coffee beans burn a hole in your pocket. We have in fact reached the Yeepers portion of the run. Bet your points, bet your points. What do you think? Yes or no? At best, it's like a 6% chance that we get the staff, so vote wisely. Especially if you've received sponsorship deals from them, because the sponsorship deals will come. True, actually. They did pretty well in that regard of like reaching out to the players, giving them the sponsorships, having them promote the game to the best of their abilities, even though not all of them who got the sponsorship and played the game enjoyed the game even. They still did it, you know, and the awareness of, hey, this game exists was there with big enough communities. Sadly, their game was just kind of shit from the get-go, so a lot of people watching gameplay of it would have been like, I don't know. Now all the good soul streamers can just say go fudge yourself when the sponsorship deals come in. I mean, it's just a good excuse. Or not even an excuse really, but like a good thing to use as an excuse. Like, yeah, I'm not going to play that game. The company's cringe. Why would I? And realistically, they get the time then to like play other things. They don't have to drop whatever they're doing to latch on to that game as the newest thing. You also wouldn't be against the streamer taking the deal. It could be worth 3 months of rent. Also true. It depends. I think it could also be helpful for some streamers to have a voice on what they do and don't approve on. Which, like, me personally, I kind of have that difficulty. I'm not really like a political person, and we don't really talk politics and other things like that here. because the streams want to be more vibey. But it'd be nice to know that I myself am not that cringe. And help support the non-cringe ideals, you know? CEO's so egotistical and out of touch, he thinks it will help. Typical CEO behavior, though. Being out of touch. And running on pure confidence. CEO's seething. Gaze will take over Kratos chat. I mean, I give a shout out to the Gage literally every stream. Practically every stream. It's also funny that he thinks he can do a better job directing a game than the person he hired to do it. Why hire in the first place? Probably hire in the first place just to do the tedious stuff. And honestly, that might be about it. And also potentially as a scapegoat. Like, well, if this didn't go wrong, it's their fault. But if this went right, it's my fault. Hiring somebody so he can show them how to do it, yeah. There are people who approach things like that when they're in charge. Alright, we're here, chat. The time has come. Alright, first attempt. Let's hit her with the Ash of War. Oh. Okay, well, she died on the explosion, and she dropped nothing. But don't worry. 2 more shots. Potentially. Ooh. Okay, well, believers, you may want to get a little bit worried. She has dropped absolutely nothing at this point. Last attempt. Surely this time. For all the beans. Damn, she dropped nothing all 3 times. That's crazy. Rip believers. Well done, doubters. Did I level already? I did, because we don't have those Morgott rooms. I think we're just good to send it. I've got Golden Vow on. I didn't grab Sacred Order. We could have, but oh well. Probably fine without it. Nope. Excuse me, little thingies. I will say the Ash War seems to be doing a decent amount of damage. If we can get Fire Giant to cooperate here, maybe we can get him to do like the jump or something early. We can try the Ash of War and see if that just breaks the shackle outright. Hello, Mr. Fire Giant, is me. I'm here. Okay, that broke a lot faster than I thought. Yeah, him being cooperative, definitely not common. Yeah, you should be close to a stagger. Yep. Okay, that did like nothing to him. Oh. Okay, good stagger. Not too bad of damage overall. Oh, the balls. Okay, nice. He's good in dodge. We also killed Morgoth, so that should be 4. Welcome in, Hadvo. Hope you're having a good day. Hope it's going well. Thanks for the clappy and GG. Appreciate it. I am pleasantly surprised by this thing. Let's see what our damage is at. Yeah, this hasn't gone up at all. It was at 198 when we last checked, so this has to be going off of Dex. Did the staff drop? The staff did not drop. She didn't even drop like the trash, the butterflies. You have an open talisman slot? Well, I had one that whole time, but now it's not open. I forgot that we get one after gold free, as per usual. Let's see. Let's go to Kale. God's Can Do It should be fine. I'm pretty sure like 2 Charge R2s and like a Tap R2 would send them right over the stagger point. Should be fine. It do be a great sword. So good boys. Hello, Kale.
I am caught.
Grab some pods, grab this thingy, goodbye. 9 should be plenty. Okay, we almost have 60 faith. Once we get this to 60, I think putting points into Dex wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Just to get some of that physical damage going. Hello, Melina.
I have this world and death. Are you to commit? Fair, let my hand.
Hey, yo, who up, Cardinal Sinning? I know it's kind of close to Christmas, but it's not quite Christmas yet. Who up, Cardinal Sinning? Where are my Cardinal Sinners at? Now's your last chance. Please rise, please stand. Did you know that there's a salad component named after you? And they're mispronouncing your name? Why would you stop sitting on Christmas? Some people get a little bit more religious on Christmas. It happens. Holding hands is a sin, of course. Especially on a Christian Minecraft server. Huge sin. Just kind of mosey along over here. I do need to change my flasks over. No, not you, but it's very important that you don't judge those who do. You know what? Fair enough, Sinus. Fair enough. Good on you. Let me just change this now before I forget. 2 should be fine. Take that, CEO of Lords of the Fallen. You're allowed a little bit of sitting on Christmas. Your Christmas sin is that you don't celebrate Christmas. I mean, that's fair enough. Do you like not do presents or anything, say? Or did your family never do like presents or anything? You sin extra on Christmas to make up for the non-sinners. Yeah, I guess in the form of gluttony. That definitely happens on Christmas, regardless. Or otherwise. complicated for you. Your mom loved Christmas, and since she's gone, well, died, you just can't bring yourself to even acknowledge it. And I see, that's fair. Hopefully you still have a nice, I guess, Wednesday and Thursday, you know? Just a good day in general. Wow, I missed both of them. Okay, that somehow got the other guy. Fair. There you go, finally. Solid enough damage. I'll take that. Wait, can I land 3 of these on you? Yeah, I think so. Poor Basil didn't even get to stand up properly. Come on. Last dude, bring it on. Oh, it's you again. I don't think that actually sleeps him. Oh, it does. JK. Weird we didn't get any more bigums. But fine, that works. Let's see. Ooh, almost at the 60 point. Alright, we could go do Nile and stuff. I just have a, like, feeling for fighting Malekith up to Godfrey, so let's do that. Like, I'm just in the mood to fight Malekith. I was going to say with the not celebrating anything, I can understand that. My family's like celebrated things, but we've never been so intense about it, you know? Or at most we've been intense about celebrating things like when I was like 12 or something, you know? And then we just like stopped. Like we used to have a yearly Christmas party, that just kind of stopped. So for a lot of years now, it's just been like, yeah, hey, it's Christmas, cool. Anyways. Maybe a little bit challenging, but maybe not. Yeah, we're about to see. That's part of why I want to fight him, just to see how this like 80 resistance will do against this thing. Because we haven't been doing bad damage overall. Little bit of yumping. Yuletide yumping even. At most you'll order sushi today, which is Christmas Eve for you. No Christmas has measured up to 1993. What happened in 1993? Also, sushi sounds so good. I probably haven't had sushi this whole year, actually. What I think about it. Sushi's so good, though. The family was gathered. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, it can be nice when it's celebrated. Especially when you have, like, no real pressure on your end. You're literally just there to enjoy. I can't imagine, like, hosting a Christmas party, though. That seems like a nightmare. Excuse me, Mr. DTS. Okay, thanks, bye. Alright, behold, chat. Big doggo. He's so big and doggo. Look at him.
Thou who approacheth
Hello, big doggo.
destined death, I will not have it stolen from me again.
No, I wanted the riposte. No. No. The big doggo, why? That damage felt like kind of low. So that means that like these last couple bosses in the base game with that high holy resistance could be more of a challenge. You had a coupon for sushi, so you got it for dinner on Monday? Oh, I'm jealous. I saw a video today of people doing like the video wasn't about sushi, but the fact that they were like being really cozy and they had sushi, man, it got me the appetite for it. Alright, we're back, big doggo. Me and you. Yeah, for how low his HP is, that's relatively low damage. Come back here. Should maybe stagger. Nice.
Witness tarnished,
Goodbye, big doggo.
covered destined death.
Bye-bye. That's Mr. Malekith down. Let me in. Last night you saw Dear Santa, a Christmas movie where Jack Black is Satan, about a kid with a learning disability. Is it any good? Typical Jack Black movie, so pretty funny. Okay, okay. Interesting. I've never heard of that movie. Cool, 60 in this, and then we can start adding to the decks just a little bit. I'm like 200 off a level. I'm pretty sure I have one of those runes. Yeah, there we go. Is that enough, actually? A little bit more. The whole thing is that the kid can't spell Santa and he gets his letter wrong. Oh, I see. It's like a movie starring Say. Let's see how Mr. Gideon goes. Don't forget to hydrate. True, I actually have a whole bottle of water right here. Actually, Chad, I got a Christmas gift early today and opened it because who cares? And I got a bunch of chocolate. Let's go, chocolate. For those who like chocolate. Yeah, bottle of water. Exactly. What kind of chocolate? Let's see. One of them is milk chocolate. One of them is milk caramel almond nougats. The other one's like milk chocolate with caramel salted sea salt caramel thingy. Some good classic flavors. Chocolate yum indeed. And they're like thick. Like these are some thick boys. Salted caramel is your favorite? I've never been, like, the hugest fan of it, but I also don't hate it.
What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne. Queen Marika has high hopes for us, that we continue to struggle until it's...
This man did not dodge that move. Oh. Nope, none of that. Goodbye to you, good sir.
A tarnished cannot become a lord.
Yeah, not too bad. We should make a second Gamba of will he get to heal? That actually would be a nice stupid Gamba short. We could do that in the future. I like that because some of the weapons, no. Other weapons, it's like, damn, how did he get that heal off? I like that concept, Vita. Surprised he got hit by the Ash of War there. I think if they're just close enough to you, they don't care. For the most part. What happens if I die before he heals? Then it wouldn't count. It would count on the next one. On the next round, I guess. I'd probably only want to do that Gamba for the all Remembrance runs, though, because they have a good shot of just, like, killing him before he heals. Level 1s, they're a little bit worse. That chance is a little bit worse. Oh boy, it's Godfrey time. Mr. Long and Hard tarnished himself. It assumes that I won't give up and quit. True. Okay, not too bad of damage on this guy. Like, it's not horrible, it's just not great, you know? Good stagger. Your gift is for the next year is trying to write my name correctly. How sweet of you. Need stamina. He's gonna yump. Ash of War probably would not kill him here. Try to get away from the walls a bit. And he's a lead edge.
Tarnished. Thy strength befits a crown.
Alright, cool. We'll save Rana Beast for the end as per usual. Let's go into Snowfield now. Well, Nile first, and then Snowfield. Thank you for the GGs. I appreciate it. Off to Mr. Nile. We could try the Ash of War with these Banished Knights. I don't think it would really work that well. I feel like they're not going to get micro staggered by it, but we'll try it. Why not? We got a perfect fuckawee ball on that skip. Hell yeah. I'll take that. We're probably fine to just go for it.
Mongrel intruder.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Alright, let's see how good or bad this Ash of War could be. If the whole thing hits the Banished Knight and he does get micro staggered, then it should just kill him. I'm just worried he doesn't micro stagger. Okay, it kind of worked. He was just like ready with an attack. Can I do this? And knock him down? Okay, that's great. Excellent. Run away. He's going crazy mode. Goodbye, Mr. Nile. Good fight. I got a fun little sneaky parry in there. Yeah, more decks for us means a little bit more damage. Love to see it. Let's go off to Snowfield. Whee! Yay, do we live from this? We're gonna hit the wall a bit. We live. We did. Nice. We don't need to kill the tree that we're about to see. That's consecutive attack. But I think we can just send it straight to Loretta. Me when I swing the completely wrong direction. Whoops. Come here. Bonk. Okay, into the Everdale. This should be pretty fine. Nice heavy weapon against these ladies. These ladies, like, kind of micro stagger to anything, which is good. It would stink if they were, like, hella poisy archers. Wait for it. Okay. I think as long as I jump off of that side, like over there-ish, she doesn't even get the chance to look at us, so she won't turn around. I want to say that's what's been working, mainly. Yeah, like she's still pointing over there. Yeah, that lady is still pointing that direction. Good. Just gotta worry about farther lady. I think we've got a good system going, chat. Okay, good. You can avoid the invincible assassins thus far, which is nice. Yeah, so that one that's like over there in that region is kind of on the ground, which is why I stopped going that way. Or to point it out a little bit better. They're kind of on the ground over here in this general area. Sometimes they make it to the steps, but even still, if you like, with us running around this way and then just jumping onto this ledge, they tend to not get us, and they don't get us on the ladder. So you're really just avoiding this one, and then on this section, we avoid the last one by coming to the candle from an angle. As long as I hop in from the side. Joke's on you. I finished it. That's like the only casualty, usually. See? Solid. Like, we may die, but at least we're avoiding him for the most part. Where are my runes? Oh, they're somewhere over there. Yeah. I don't want to grab them. We'll be fine on the runes. One thing I don't really know for that place is like the patrol routes of all the assassins, and I think there's like 4. We didn't even run near 2 of them though, so it seems pretty solid. Excuse me, ants. Perfect. Ow? Why would you go that way? Grab the grace in case of any memes. They're bound to happen. The cat just fell off the roof. Alright, cool. It's Loretta time. I think what we have in the physic is fine. We've got faith and dex. I could take out the faith from the physic. And do like charge attack or stamina or something, depending on how I'm feeling. But it's giving us some stats right now. Can't be the worst thing. Ow. Goodbye, Miss Loretta. 'Twas a fun fight. For a second there, I may be mistaken, but for a second there, it did look like the projectile from this thing gave her a micro stagger. So that's doing some good poise damage to people. Like enough for a micro stagger, you know? Not too bad. Okay, 39 dex. We're getting there. We're getting there. Should be enough damage for Miss Melania. Let's head on over. Oh, we can also plus 10 this thing. We'll get a plus 10 stone here relatively soon. Like the projectile on this thing micro staggered her. And it also knocked down the Banished Knights, which is a pretty big amount of poise considering how tanky those guys are. Excuse me, cousin of Finlay. Excuse me, pardon me. I'm just making my way through. Thank you. Okay, for this little annoying section, I did pick up a little something. The dagger. For some quick stepping. Two heals should definitely be enough. Surely. Oh, it's so much faster, damn. Alright, we're definitely picking up that dagger from now on. That's just so much faster. Okay, NPT. I don't like need these runs to be that much faster. But knowing that most of the time that goes into these runs is getting from point A to point B, some of the like routing things here and there would be nice. Getting those like down pat. Like at least 80% of this run is just running around the place. Alright, cool. We've made it. I think we're keeping everything as is, except... I'll change that for charge attack. Why not? Millennia time, chat. It's happening. Rot mobby indeed. Why does it feel like we're medium mode? It feels like I'm medium mode for some reason. I am medium mode. Oh. Let's fix that medium load thingy. Oh, it was the dagger, I see. Oh, just a little bit too early. Just the slightest bit too early. Close. That whole first phase felt really weird. Because of the medium load. I'm so used to that fight with light load. It was just the dagger. Do I want to change anything? We are getting some good staggers here. We could change this. It's probably fine. No, I got stuck. No. You would let her crush your head with her iron thighs. Sorry, my cousin, or your cousin got your phone. Sure thing, Dustin. Whatever. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. That's what they all say. If anybody, like, moderates for a channel where, like, there are active bans being thrown out every so often, it's so funny seeing unban requests that are just like, oh, my kid got the phone. Sorry, that wasn't me. Please unban me now. You're secretly Desu's cousin. There we go. No, I pressed the roll button. I disagree with that. What do you mean? Me when I lie. Nice fast stagger, I'll take that. Welcome in, Granite. Hope you're having a good day. Hope it's going well. Hope you're doing well. Oh, we were against the wall. No. There was nothing I could do. She like didn't have enough room to go behind me and then around me because she hit the wall there. So she was basically like right where I was. What I could have done differently was on the second waterfowl, like flurry, roll forward towards her instead of away. We'd be less towards that wall. I think that's how that was supposed to be played. Okay, well that one was just unfortunate. She just went for the fast lashes right away. Enjoy grabbing your breakfast. Hopefully it's a good meal. I had a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit today. It was actually so good. Just nice and warm. There's my stagger. Yeah, she's kind of against the wall and in the waterfowl range. Let's bring her away. The wall makes it a little bit too messed up. Yep. Oh, a little bit too inside the range. This can be good. You only get it when traveling by car, though, really. That's fair. The other thing that stinks about getting, like, I guess breakfast food item from fast food places is, yeah, you're, like, more in the mood to not walk inside. Just get, like, get it from the drive-thru. But then, like, everyone's got that mood. So then the drive-thrus can be ridiculous for a morning rush. Nope, me when I run like way faster. Make sure I'm getting a proper circle. Something tells me that Miss Melania just hates Christmas. Although she lives like in a tree, she just hates Christmas. Oh, I missed. No. So close. It was so close. How did that R1 swing? Oh, I see. Very sideways. And then that one's up and down. Gotcha. Need to be a little bit closer. Yeah, I kind of need you away from that wall, miss. Come on. Over here, this way. You can do it. Pretty good, we actually hit that one. Nice. She's good and dead.
Extraordinary. The mark.
Alright, Miss Malady out of the way. Let me leave. Thank you for the GGs. Appreciate it. Took a little bit longer than usual, but I wouldn't blame the weapon on that one. That was mostly my fault for those deaths. 46 on the dex. Sure, let's try getting this to 60 as well, and then we can maybe put more into... Strength will do nothing for us here. Like, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, like, this doesn't even move at all. So, strength is a no. We can do more endurance and maybe some FP. Respectfully agree. Yeah, no, I know when I made that mistake. At least you can recognize it, unlike some CEOs that we know. Whoever would that be, Sidus? That's by the blobs. Hit up Mr. Ford. Hello, Mr. Blob. How are you today? Merry Christmas, even. Snowy and everything. You went in for a handshake. Alright, cool. That's working. I will have to change over my flask for Moog. Like 1 or 2 more should be fine. I will admit, against certain bosses, if they've got enough holy resistance, this thing isn't doing tremendous damage, but overall it's doing well. We've had worse weapons. Grace, flip the flask before I forgot. 3 should be fine. Excuse me, pardon me, I'm just making my way through. Welcome in, Maria. Hope you're having a good day. Hope it's going well. Happy Christmas Eve. The eve of. Damn, that guy just tossed that one out right away. He was so mad at me. Luckily for the Stake America, we're not sent back too far. Christmas Eve, but it's 24 already? Not yet. Not yet for me, at least. I still got like 6 minutes until it's Christmas Eve. Missed the stream yesterday, but I caught the recording. I'm glad. East Coast just hit midnight. Yeah. I'm not on the coast. I'm on the edge. Or in the middle. It should be fine. I like that he just leaves you alone. Oh, I never plus 10 this thing. Chat, I forgot. We could get a plus 10. Maybe after Moog, I'll remember. Who knows? Still have a few more hours. Yeah, you're like very west coast, aren't you, Sinus? Well, not very, but like pretty close. West Coast, Xmas Eve, yes. Yeah, no wonder I had problems. It wasn't a plus 10. Yeah, see, that's not great damage on Moog, but it's workable. That send him into the phase 2? It does. Or rip, I can't be that close to him. Heal. Heal. I heal. I think I completely forgot to use Golden Vow. Oh, he's walking in the blood flame. It's not too bad on keyboard. You at least know for sure if you press forward, you're going forward. And not like some weird other angle. Also good, like camera control. There's like pros and cons. Oh, stop walking in the blood flame. How dare you. Oh, just a little bit late. Smallest bit late there. That was a weird roll. I was trying not to get into the blood flame as much. So I went a kind of weird angle, and I didn't see him stabbing into the ground until it was too late. That threw me off. Okay, let's see our damage if we actually do the golden vow this time. Yeah, that's better. Hello? Okay. That roll feel like it should have worked. Weird. Oh, not that shower. You're just stalling. Don't stand in it. Ugh. Or can you check the list of the redeemed weapons? Do exclamation point request. And it'll pull up the link to the spreadsheet. Heal. 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 Maybe a stagger? Feels like we're so close to one. Goodbye, Mr. Moog. Well, he's good in bed. Mogwin. I don't think I want to grab anything or do anything else in the base game. At most, we could maybe do like Loretta, the blue one, just to get access to Ronnie right now. But I'd rather go to the DLC and see how this stacks up against some DLC bosses, since they're not really strong against Holy, you know? Not in the same way. Off to the DLC, but first, boo, Letta, boo, we hate you, boo, you stink. Alright, cool. Exactly, Jim. Boo, Letta. Nobody likes Letta. No, Desu, no. Not Smash. R2, bro? That's what you meant. Sure, right, sure. Yeah, her face with a hammer. You're a down bad individual, but you even you wouldn't go for her. That's when you have your priorities straight. Might be lonely, but you're not that lonely. Exactly. Also, to be real, or to be honest, Letta will always talk about Mikola the entire time. It wouldn't be fun for you. as the other person. She would only talk about Mikola. She would call out his name. Yeah. Surely you have more self-worth than that. Alright, let me grab this talisman. This is a nice one. We have dagger talisman as well, so Jory should go by relatively fast. Actually, with our holy damage, Jory may not look great. Trina is the true waifu EP girl with issues, with sleep issues even. Actually, well, I guess sleep isn't her issue. It's like her one solved issue. More family problems, really. We're sheep. Heavens forbid a girly is EP. Okay, based off how these have been going, I can skip a few Scadu here and there because we end up getting like the rest of them by the end. Like we end up with like 1 or 2 extra by the end. So I think I'm going to start skipping that Scadu over there. You're eternally EP. Trina's your spirit animal. Good spirit animal to have. Oh, actually, Chad, does anyone know if they have like one of those stupid quizzes to see who you are in like Elden Ring? I'd love to take one of those quizzes. We could take one as a chat as well. As a community. You know that Gaius redacted the Impaler? I wonder who you could be talking about. And Puterson are cooked? Yeah, Gaius and Puterson are definitely cooked. Even phase 1 of Consort won't be too bad. He's got like 0 resistance to Holy. And then he goes up to 40. Hi, Egon. Bye, Egon. Man's just chilling on the floor. Yeah, Vlad the Impaler. A main character in this game. You just don't want to trigger a milking session? I think saying the word milking triggers the session. Unless. The moment he said Impaler, you were already jorking it. Okay, fair. I'm lactose intolerant. Good for you, Maria. Well done. You don't want to be anywhere near the milking conversation. Are we back at milking? I blame Desu. Who else here blames Desu for the milking conversation? I do. We don't need the money from in here, really. I'm just gonna skip this place. Blame Desu. I can't blame you, you don't understand English. Right. Whatever you say, Desu. Also, yes, there is an emote called Titty Sniff. It's not as bad as you think it is. It's not great, but it's not as bad as you think it is. You posted a possible quiz link in Souls. Okay. We may take a break in the middle of this run just to do that quiz. Honestly, we could do it right before we fight guys too. Chat, who's down for a quiz as a community? Want to join the Discord? Do !DC, Maria, and you'll get the link. Although it says something about which character do you look like. Well, I guess we can decide as a group. Why not? Are we seeing what type of red we'll be? You know, what character in Elden Ring we are as a community. Facebook quiz. Who would be your Elden Ring boyfriend? You wonder who yours would be. I swear if one of the questions are like, do you like impaling or fire or anything of the above? And that just leads to Mesmer, that'd be crazy. Just joined? Let's go. Now you'll be able to get notified about movie nights. Let's go movie nights. Speaking of, I guess we're not really going to have a movie night the rest of this week, chat, but we could probably do one this coming, like, Sunday. Put that. We watch Ratatouille. We have seen Ratatouille multiple times in movie nights. But it's always worth a rewatch. It's worth a rewatch, don't worry. It's not completely out there. We just can't abuse watching the same movie over and over again. Have a good night, Carnate. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Get the good eeps. And also, I guess, Merry Christmas too, in case. We need to watch it until we can say the entire script. I don't know about that. But, you know, I like the enthusiasm. You're taking the quiz. You like horror? I do like horror. The only thing about horror movies for me, though, is that a lot of them aren't, like, good movies. They're just usually, like, lower budget. Or they feel pretty low budget. But I don't mind watching them. In true Heapers fashion, you're getting your ass beat by a tree? Oh, are you on Sister Splinter? That fight sucks. Let's watch Sinister. Ooh, that's the one with the spirit dude in the, like, film, right? Because if I'm thinking of the correct one, then yeah, that's one of my favorites. I do like that. You've seen lots of clips of the movie It? The It emote. It? I haven't watched, actually. Is that good? Gotta watch Cars. Fair. You can add things to the watch list. There's a whole watch list channel in the Discord. And then we can add it to a wheel and it could be spun on. And then for different types of movies, like horror movies and stuff, that could be more like specifically themed. Yeah, I believe Hadwa has put some threads in the Discord watch list too, so make sure to add them to the threads. You're too shy to do that? Just add them. It's fine. Watch It 2, and then Welcome to Derry. Welcome to Derry I haven't heard of, but interesting. The best horror film is that one Mater's Tall Tale episode with the ghost light. What the hell are you talking about? You got Renala. She's probably a good character to get, honestly. She still enjoys the company of her pupils and newcomers. Melancholic by nature, she no longer enjoys combat and prefers her moon. I would love it if they just threw in random, like, stupid facts as the results. Like, yeah, you got Renala. She loves the long walks on the beach. Where should you put the Ghostlight Tall Tale? Are you posting, like, the whole thing, or are you just putting, like, the name of it? You staggered the boss, it fell on you, and you died. It's 7 minutes? You can put that in... You can put it in general, honestly. Either general or memes. I don't know. One of those two. We don't really have, like, a... I don't know, short video channel. All right, chat, behold. Pure cinema, it's happening. Behold. While I take a sip of water. Wow, it's really draining. That's crazy. Ain't no way. Surely it won't drain the entire district. That'd be so much water. Right? Oh? Pausing? Wow, it really did the whole thing. That's crazy. It's insane. I like just read your message. Say, I'm not saying that one out loud. I don't think snakes produce milk. Oh no. Yeah, I say a lot of things that say types in chat and then regret it afterwards, you know? Surely he turns to the left. Let's go. I think for Gaius, what we could try doing, maybe we can get a stagger and then go for like the full Ash of War instead of the Repose. That should do like pretty good damage to him. She summons minions too? Yeah, she summons quite a few minions, Zebras. You got this though, I believe in you. Longest ladder ever, except for the one that's by Metter, because that one's even longer for some reason. You got Queen America? Oh no, Maria. That's like the worst character to get. One of the most powerful beings in the world, responsible for the shattering, opposes tyranny of two fingers and the order, or their order. Even if it means being locked up. Was it out of egoism or a greater plan that she broke the Elven Ring? All that matters are the lands between. That's horrible. Sorry you got that result. Desu got Mesmer, ain't no way. go back to here. When we get to in front of guys, we can take that quiz as a community, chat. So hold tight, we're almost there. You want Renala or Ronnie? Yo, what if as a community we get Kenneth Height? I think that'd be peak. It'd be pure cinema. Come on, elevator. I want to take that quiz. We're so bright. If the result is good, we need to add it to the chat command. I think regardless, if it's good or bad, we'll just add it to the chat command. Just so we know where we stand, you know? It's like the Myers-Briggs thing. Alright, let me quit out. Let me also get you guys some Christmas jazz. Hold. We're setting up. Okay, hold on. Not that one. This one. Yeah, there we go. Alright, where is it at? It's in Souls. Behold, why is the advertisement? Okay, sure. This is horrendous. Alright. Personality quiz, chat. We're taking this as a community. Which Elden Ring character are you? DLC updated. Quiz introduction. Which lands between personality do you like? Questions are very diverse. As are the possible outcomes. 21 possibilities. Careful for spoilers. Oh no, not the spoilers. Not to be taken too seriously. Enter your name. Chat. Start the quiz. Question 1 of 16. Have you got pets at home? What do we think, chat? Do we have pets? I think we're pet lovers. Yes, a lot. I love them. They are so cute. How do we feel? Yes. Do we like the pets? A lot. Cool. All right, next question. Let's welcome in Vadi. Hope you're having a good day. Hope it's going well. You went on a group trip and you have some free time. What are you doing? Visiting with friends. Find a nice place to read, play, listen to music alone and chill. Discover local specialties. Look for strange places and urban legends. We're pretty... I would say as a chat, we're pretty indoorsy. Feels like a chat thing, the urban legends. Urban? Alright then, alright. Urban. We're urban. Next. You got Sorcerer's Cell in? Oh yeah, Yeepers. Ooh, choose the building that you like the most. Fantastic Castle, Isolated Warm Chalet, Ancient and Lost Temple, Natural Enchanted Fairy House. I'm vibing with this one. Or an imposing throne room. I think as a chat, do we want the Natural and Enchanted Fairy House? Cough cough throne room. No, I don't know. This doesn't speak chat to me. Okay, I'm seeing a yes to this. I'm seeing chalet. I need some more answers. What are we feeling as a chat? Chalet, chalet. All right, chalet it is. We want the cozy and warm, but also isolated. What is your type of food? Ooh, juicy and healthy. Ayo, fruits. Traditional dishes from my old home. A good smoky barbecue. Ooh. All sorts of pizza and burger. Oh, that one's pretty. Pizza and burger. As a chat, we're eating pizza and burger. Yeah, pizza party. Yeah, that's very chat. How is your romantic life? I'm too busy for this kind of distraction. I've had a secret crush for a few months. Don't repeat it, please. It's complicated. Loving myself is exhausting enough. Ayo. And I have a lover. Not applicable. Let's go with I'm too busy. We're simply too busy. All right. As a community, we're just too busy gaming. Next. What's your favorite kind of movie? Superheroes / action, romantic comedy, horror, and psychologic. Still silly buddy movies. Serious drama, fantasy, and adventure. Loving yourself is exhausting enough. Okay, I'm seeing one for horror. I'm seeing one for action. I'm seeing 2 for horror. We love action movies for movie night, especially if they are starring Nick Cage. True. I do play the occasional horror game, so let's go with that. Horror. All right, next. How do you feel socially? Very extroverted. I can't even count my friends and contacts. I have a few colleagues and friends. Try to maintain my contacts. Rather introverted. Only have a few very close friends I can count on. Self-sufficient. Do minions count? In the chat, we're extroverted. Okay. Introvert. I think chat is introverted as fuck. Yeah, our whatchamacallit, Myers-Briggs, we were pretty introverted, so I'm gonna say introverted. That's going in line with our Myers-Briggs. What's your favorite activity? Sleeping. Oh wait, no, gaming. Actually, sleeping or gaming, chat. One of these two. We don't read. We're bad at reading. Eating's also good. And then we have a lot of artists. Gaming, gaming, gaming. All right, gaming it is. War is coming to your country. Who do you protect first? Friends and loved ones, family, people, you're the protector, or yourself? I guess we protect each other as a chat, sure. We're family vibes with the chat itself. Family. It's like Fast and the Furious. Choose your favorite phrase from the following. Justice and honor for all. Bigger plans come at a cost. I am ready to sacrifice myself for my loved ones. Glory to the most worthy. And my money, or money is my happiness. I think we like money, chat. Yeah? Money is my happiness, exactly. We love money. All right. Choose your favorite soul game. We're literally playing Elden Ring right now. So it's Elden Ring. Choose among these words and moods those that you like or speak to you the most. Gold, diamond, chest, power, glory, victory, spells, warm house family, ancients. There's a lot of choices. What's looking good? Maybe if the games one didn't have book, but rainy day in games is kind of a vibe. All right, I'm seeing immediate gold, love. We do like the money. Since we answered money, gold it is. We want the riches. You can add another from the preceding question. Let's go with games and rainy day. Yeah, I think as a chat. Are we here enjoying the rain and games? Probably. Don't worry about the book part. We don't have to do all of them. Just the games. What's your favorite reaction if you face a god? Fight it to end its reign. I bow in respect. Ask it to learn more about the nature of the world. Ask it. There's a lot of ask it. We are God. I like that answer. We are God. We're just the best. What's your preferred fighting style? Ooh. Swords, axes, spears, shields, classic and honorable, barehanded as it should be. With my claws, my teeth, my tail, or my teeth. Yeah, we're pretty barehand. We're just fist fighting everything. These hands. Last question. What is your favorite boss of the game? I'm just curious. Who's our favorite boss, chat? Okay, definitely one for Mesmer. No matter how many times they type it, that's one for Mesmer. One for Melania. That's another Mesmer. I think we've got quite a lot of Mesmer lovers here. Ooh, Melania, that's another one. That's 3 for Mesmer. Alright then, Mesmer it is. Mesmer. Alright, here we go. Everyone pause. Our results are in. Yo, we got Raya. Let's go. We're actually based. Let's go. We're Raya as a chat. Alright, hold on. Let me add that to the command. That's what you got individually. Alright, cool. Perfect. Well done, chat. Well done. Thank you very much, Christmas Jazz. That worked out perfectly. And now back to the actual gaming. GG's indeed. Oh wait, I need to do the rest of my stuff. Hold. Okay, I did skip one Scadu. I normally end at 8 here. Like Scadu Blessing of 8. Are we a little bit too short here or are we fine? Okay, a little short of the 8, but that's okay. No levels. This is probably fine.
Thank you.
Yo, holy shit, Maria. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Hope you get your money's worth at the channel. And enjoy your emotes and ad-free viewing. Solid damage. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, we'll try it maybe here. Actually, it's probably going to take too long. If I could get another stagger. Stagger here. Nice. Oh, it didn't do that much damage. Oh, I thought it was going to do more. Not too bad, not too bad. I figured that'd do more. You know? Commander Gaius made your son rage. I think a lot of people had difficulties with Gaius on the first encounter. For the most part. He's got some finicky hitboxes here and there. But like once you get to learn him, he's not too bad of a fight. Like that kick thing especially. Should be another. And he's lit edge. Goodbye, Mr. Bacon.